Hi, it's Abigail. We're going through a flow today using a light set of hand weights and your sitting box, which I have set up on the floor, long box position on the right side of my reformers. You can get that set up there. Put your hand weights down on the box. We'll use them soon. Headrest can be up or down for footwork, and we're on 4 springs. 2 reds, a blue and a green, or 2 mediums, a light and a heavy. Foot bar is up. Quick set of footwork today before we get moving on to other things. So go ahead and lie down. Place your heels on the foot bar. Parallel and about hips distance apart. Gently flex your toes up to the ceiling. Take a moment to make sure that your spine feels centered down the mat and you can find that neutral position. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Take an inhale to prepare. On your exhale, press through the heels, open the carriage out, and then drag the carriage right back in. Keep moving. Exhale, press out. Inhale, come in. Let's do another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, pressing out on 1. Come halfway into pause, little pulses up and down, up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press all the way out. Bend your knees, come on home. Slide down to your toes. Go heels together, toes apart, finding your Pilates V. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, press through all 10 toes, inner thighs spiral together, then bring it right back home. Exhale, press out, then bring it right back home. We have 6, 5, stay high on the tiptoes. 4, keep the heels pressing together. 3, 2, press out on 1, hold the legs long, keep the heels together. From here, lower the heels under the foot bar. Separate the heels, find parallel, then lift back up to tiptoes. Stay here, zip the heels together, lower them under the foot bar, separate the heels, then lift up to tiptoe. 2 more times. Heels together, lower, come to parallel, lift. 1 more time. Heels together, lower, come to parallel, lift. Good. Stay on tiptoes, feet parallel. Bend the knees. Come in and footwork. Exhale, press out. Come in, exhale, press out. We have 6, 5, stay high on tiptoes. 4, 3, 2, pressing out on 1, coming halfway in, heels are high, little pulses up and down, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it 1. From here, without moving the carriage, could you lower your left heel and lift? Lower the right heel and lift. For 6, 5, don't move the carriage. 4, 3, 2, 1, then press all the way out. Come all the way in, walk up to the arches of your feet. We are almost done. Let's walk the feet out wide, external rotation. You are on your arches. You can go back to your toes if you want to be there too. Inhale, prepare. On the exhale, press all the way out and bend the knees, come right back in, out and in. Keep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. We have 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and pressing out on 1, bend the knees, come halfway in, keep the hips heavy, pulse it up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press all the way long, bend the knees, come on home, then walk the feet together, roll your way up to seated. We are going to change our springs. So, 2 red springs for bridging. Take everything off, leave 2 red springs on or 2 mediums. Lower your headrest all the way down. Grab your hand weights if you're using them today. And let's get back to our backs. Heels find the foot bar, parallel and hips distance apart. Let's begin with the arms long by the side body. Don't worry about the weights just yet. Inhale. On your exhale, let's articulate up, tucking the tailbone, rolling the hips up off the mat, reaching the knees and toes forward. Don't let that carriage move. And then go ahead and roll back down, bone by bone. 2 more times like this, just to get into the feeling of that articulating bridge. Scooping the abs in as you roll your spine up. Keep the shoulders, neck, and jaw relaxed. Last one, go ahead, roll up. And reversing to come down, let's go ahead and add in the arms. Bending the elbows, palms facing the side body. As you roll your hips up off the mat, reach your arms straight up to the ceiling. And as you roll your spine down, slowly pull your elbows right back down to the mat. 2 more times like that. Exhale, roll it up, reaching the arms up to the sky, and rolling all the way down. Elbows tap the mat. Last one like this, we'll hold it at the top. Roll the hips up. Reach those weights up to the sky, pause. Round out the arms for hug a tree. Keep the hips high, just open the arms. Exhale, wrap over the chest. Open and wrap for 6, 5, keep the carriage in, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wrap the arms, hold them together over the chest. Give me little hip pulses to the ceiling. Pulse up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll all the way down. Bring the elbows down onto the mat. Let's reset. All right, arches of the feet find the foot bar. You can stay parallel, about hips distance apart. Take the elbows wide out up to the sides, palms facing towards your foot bar. Go ahead and roll your hips up into a bridge and hold that bridge at the top. Start by punching both arms straight up to the ceiling and then pulling the elbows down wide. 2 more times like that, just the arms. Punch up and pull down, punch up and pull down, holding the elbows down. Take the right leg, extend it straight up to the sky. Punch the arms up to the ceiling, and now lower that right leg down as the elbows pull down wide. Lift the leg, punch the arms up, lower the leg, lower the arms. We're gonna go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, leave the leg and the arms high, just pulse the hips up and up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and carefully lower everything down. Foot comes back down to the foot bar. Let's reset for our second side. So arches on the foot bar, elbows wide, palms are facing towards your foot bar. Roll your hips up into a bridge, pausing here. Just move the arms to begin, punching up to the ceiling, then pulling the elbows down. Punch up and pull down. Last one, up and down, pausing here. Opposite leg, left leg, reaches to the sky, pointed toes. Reach the arms up to meet it. As you lower your left leg straight down, the elbows pull down wide. Exhale, kick up. Lower. Exhale, kick up. We got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift everything up on 1, pause, just pulse those hips to the ceiling. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then carefully lower everything down, bringing those weights back down to your mat, foot to foot bar. Okay, we have one more set. Punch your arms straight up to the ceiling, palms facing each other. Heels find the foot bar parallel. Go ahead and roll your hips up to a bridge, pause. We're gonna take our tricep bends, so let's start with just those bends. Elbows bend, weights reaching behind your forehead, and then re-extend the arms to the ceiling. So we bend back, and then extend to the ceiling. Last one, then we'll add the legs. Extend to the ceiling. This time, as you bend the elbows back, bring your right knee to tabletop. And as you extend the arms, place that heel back down, then we switch legs. Both elbows bend, opposite knee to tabletop, and bring it down. So this is slow. This is controlled. If you don't want to move both elbows at the same time, do opposite elbow, opposite knee. And as always, if you want to ditch the weights, you can. You can bring the hands back down to the mat. Last one for the left knee. Good, pause in the bridge, both arms up to the ceiling. Take your right knee, finding tabletop. Just give me little hip pulses up and up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then the heel goes down, switching to the left knee, find tabletop. Pulse the hips up, up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, heel goes down, hips go down, elbows find the mat. Nice job. Place your weights down onto the box next to you. Roll your way up to seated. We have another spring change to make here. We are going down to a blue and a red, or a medium and a light. Lift your headrest back up, and then lie down on your back. Last set of supine work before we move on. Reach behind you, grab your short loops. We have some hands and straps to warm up our core a little bit more, and then we'll be out of this. So arms reach up to the ceiling, short loops in hand. Float the knees to tabletop, squeeze the inner thighs together. Let's start with some chest curls. Inhale. On the exhale, press down, float head, neck, shoulders up, and then lower everything to start. Exhale, press down. And then lower the head, lift the arms. 2 more like that. Last one like this, then we add our leg extensions. Lowering down, this time double leg extension as you take that press down. Long hollow body. Then pull back to start. 3 more times like that. Good, 2 more times. Really reach the arms long towards the foot bar. Last one. Holding the hollow body, pause. Just lift the legs, lower the legs. Lift and lower. Keep the arms reaching long. Keep the head, neck, and shoulders lifted in the chest curl. 3, 2, last one. Good, lower the legs. Bend the knees to tabletop. Give me little pulses forward with the chest, forward with the chest. Scooping the abs a little bit deeper each time. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything down. Feet find the foot bar. Let's get into our second round. This time, arms start up at the ceiling. Knees start at tabletop once again. Press the arms straight down to the mat. Go ahead and bend the elbows, preparing for a tricep bend. As we press the palms back down, the right leg will kick to the sky and the left leg will extend long to 45. Then bend the elbows, bring the knees back to tabletop, and switch. Both hands press down, left leg to sky, right leg long to 45. And then you're back to start. So we're flowing through these alternating, almost scissor switches with the legs, but we're meeting at tabletop in between every rep. Arm movement is your tricep bend. And if you'd like to add your chest curl, go ahead and add it on. You can rest your head in between every rep, or you can stay in chest curl the whole time, and this will honestly kind of allow you to better watch the movement of your legs and that placement back in tabletop. Keep the elbows close to the side body. Last one. Good, hold. From here, arms are long, legs are in that L shape. Just switch the legs. Switch, 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 switch. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring everything back home. Feet to foot bar, head and hands relax. All right, let's keep going. Knees to tabletop, heels together, toes apart, finding your Pilates V. Knees will separate. Open the arms out wide to a T. We're gonna do our T presses. As you close the T into your hips, extend the legs long, point the toes, inner thighs squeeze together. Open the arms, flex the toes, knees bend wide. Exhale, everything extends. Point through the toes, and then open the arms, knees separate, Pilates V. Option to add your chest curl once again as you press the arms into the hips and extend the legs, the head, neck, shoulders lifts. Lowering the head as you come back to start. And as with everything, you can hold the chest curl if you prefer. Last 2. Last 1. Hold that long hollow body. Give me quick little heel beats. Click, 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 click. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower everything down. Feet find the foot bar. We have one more set of work to do here, and then we will move out of our supine position. Arms to the ceiling. Thumbs and forefingers come together. Legs extend to the ceiling. Either straight or soft bend is okay. I want the legs to the sky, the arms reaching up just above the chest. From here, allow the legs to lower a few inches. Exhale, lift up. Inhale a few inches down. Exhale a few inches up. Right now the arms are steady. Exhale up, last one like this. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good, now let's add the arms. As the legs lower down, I want you to let your arms travel backwards towards your forehead. Inhale, reaching away. Exhale, everything pulls up and closer together. Inhale, everything reaches away. Exhale, bring everything closer together. The movements are small, the legs will move further than the arms. I want you to stay in the tension of the springs. Keep the head, neck, shoulders down. Keep the spine in neutral. So if your back is starting to arch away from the reformer as you reach everything away from each other, go a little smaller on that movement. 2 more. 1 more. Then bend the knees, feet to foot bar, rest the arms, and hang your straps up. Come on up to seated. We'll spend a bunch of time now off of our backs. We're gonna go down to a single blue spring, and then we'll come to kneeling, facing towards the foot bar. Just make sure your headrest goes down once again. So we kneel facing the foot bar. I want you to shimmy your left knee towards the center of the mat so that your foot can extend through or between the shoulder blocks. Your right knee will come up, foot goes down in front of you, so we're in a half kneeling position. Reach behind you. Your left hand, or your hand opposite the knee, is gonna grab your long loop, and then pull that left elbow right next to your side body. Relax your shoulders, right hand rests on your right knee. We'll start with a single arm serve a tray. So as we inhale, reach the left arm straight out in front of the shoulder, and then slowly bend the elbow back in. Reach long. Exhale, control it in. We got 6. 5, try not to twist your torso at all in this movement. 4, 3, 2, good, and last one. Bending the elbow in, pause. Keep the elbow next to the side body, bicep curl. Extend the left fingertips down towards the mat, and then exhale, bend the elbow, bicep curl. Slowly extend, exhale, bend. If you need to move into the shorter loop for a little more tension, you can do that. Keep the abs engaged. Again, try not to twist your torso. We have 4, 3, 2. Here's our last one. And then re-extend the arm down by your side body. One more movement here before we kind of transition to the other side. Lift the left elbow up nice and high, palm faces down to the floor. You're gonna reach those left fingertips forward towards the foot bar. And then as you bend your elbow back high and wide, allow your body to twist towards that left side strap. Exhale, press everything forward, and then bend back. Follow that twist. This is where your balance is going to be challenged. So move slowly, especially as you twist back to the left. Last 4. 3. Final 2. On your last one, press those left fingertips forward, pause. Lower the left hand with the strap down onto the front edge of the carriage. Shimmy your right foot out a couple of steps, and then bring your right hand to the front edge of the carriage to meet it. Sweep the right leg long behind you, finding a 3-point kneeling position, turning the right hip down towards the floor. From here, bend the elbows back, lowering the chest down into a tricep push-up, and then exhale, press back up to start. Bend the elbows and press up. We have 6. I'm holding on to the front edge of my carriage. 5, 4, and my left hand is also still holding my strap. Last 2. Here's the last one. Pressing up, then bringing the right knee down, slowly sitting back towards your heels and walking your hands up to a seated position. Hang the left strap up. Let's start this on the right side. So right hand grabs your long loop. We're going to take our left foot and bring it up to the front of the carriage so we're in a single leg kneel position. Right knee is approximately in the center of the carriage, and my right foot is extended in between the shoulder blocks. Left hand to left knee, chest is tall, relax the shoulders. Bend the right elbow right up next to the rib cage, palm is up. On your inhale, reach the fingertips forward, out in front of the shoulder, and then exhale, bend it in. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, bend it in. We have 6, 5, shoulders are squared off to the foot bar in front of you. Last 3, 2, last 1. Bend the elbow in, hold it next to your side body, slowly extend the fingertips down towards the mat, and then exhale, bicep curl, bend back up. Extend to the mat. Exhale, bicep curl. So this is the one where if you need to, you can switch your hand into that shorter loop. Last 4, 3, 2, last bicep curl here, bend, extend down, and we have one more movement. Take the right elbow up high and wide, palm is facing down, fingertips are reaching forward. On your exhale, reach the right fingertips forward towards that foot bar, and then inhale, slowly bend the elbow back high and wide. Twist towards that right side strap. Exhale, press forward, square off the shoulders, and then slowly twist back. We have 6, 5, keep the elbow high. And 4. Last 3. Then we have our tricep push-up transition. Here comes our last one. Exhale, reach those fingertips forward, pause. Lower the right hand with the strap down to the front edge of the carriage. Walk the left foot a couple steps out. Bring the left hand down to the front edge of the carriage and circle the left leg back and around, extending the leg behind you. Turn the left hip down to face the floor. When you are ready, bend both elbows back, lowering the chest down to the floor for a tricep push-up. And press back up. Lower and press up. As your chest lowers down, your back leg is lifting up. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, pressing up, bringing that knee carefully down and sitting back towards your heels or shoulder blocks. Walk your hands back up to seated. Hang your strap up onto the peg and let's move on. So scoot your knees forward a little bit. We're gonna stay on our single blue spring and we'll lower our foot bars down to the low but still upright position. Okay, grab your weights. Come on up to standing on your box. It should be on the right side of your carriage here. We're gonna take our right foot towards the front inside corner of the box, and we'll take our left foot against the nearest shoulder block, one weight in each hand. Press the left leg long behind you, keeping the heel up against that block, and we'll start nice and simple by lowering down into a standing lunge. And press into the heel, come back to standing. Nice and slow, lower down into your lunge. And nice and slow, come up to standing. Keeping the chest tall, just taking these first few reps to find your balance. Last 4, 3, 2, and then lower down into that lunge on 1, pause. Take your weights, bring them up to your chest, knuckles together, elbows wide. Keep the left leg really extending long behind you, and then just lower your chest over your front knee and lift. Lower and lift. We're here for 6, stay low in the lunge. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and stand all the way up, bringing the weights back down by your sides. Okay, right into our second round. Press the left leg long behind you. Lower down into a lunge again, leaning your chest forward. Pull the weights or the elbows right up next to your rib cage, and then extend the arms long behind you for a tricep kickback. Bend the back knee, bend both elbows in. Extend the leg, extend the arms. Everything bends, everything extends. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, extend everything on 1, pause. Flip the palms to face up to the sky, give me little arm pulses up and up. Stay low in the lunge. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then slowly come up to standing. Okay, we're almost done. We have one more exercise here. So start standing tall. Bring the weights up to the chest. Knuckles together, elbows wide. We've had that position before. Press the left leg long behind you. We're gonna dive down into our lunge, but this time we'll lower the chest and twist towards our right standing knee. Come all the way up, face forward. And again, down into the lunge, twisting towards that standing knee. We got 6 more. Nice and slow. Last 5, these twisting movements are really what challenge the balance on that next level. Last 3. Stay nice and strong in that standing leg. I know it starts to burn. 2. On 1, could you get down into that lunge and hold it, hold the twist. Take the left hand, reach it down towards the floor on the inside of your right foot. Hold the twist, pulse down, pulse down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand. Nice job, bring your feet onto the box, shake out your legs. We're gonna do a quick transition, standing fully up on the reformer before we switch sides. So, facing your reformer. Come on up onto your carriage. Your right foot is gonna come onto the platform. Your left foot will come onto the carriage. Take a small external rotation in both feet. You're holding your weights. Your palms are open, facing forward. As you send the legs out, circle the arms up to the sky. Nice controlled star. Zip the inner thighs back in, circle the arms, back down to your side body. Take this as a moment to regain your breath. But we're still using our inner thighs here to zip the carriage closed. Try not to rely wholly on the springs. If you prefer to leave your arms just down by your sides, leaving out the arm circle, you can do that. One more. And lower down. Nice job. Okay, carefully rotate to face your carriage. Bend down, lower your weights just down into the center of your carriage, and then bring your hands down onto your carriage. Bring both feet onto your platform, lower your knees down. We're gonna get ready for some planks here. Come down onto your forearms, hands hold on to either shoulder block. And then bring your left foot up against that low foot bar. Send the carriage all the way out using that left leg. So left leg is straight, right knee is down. Get nice and strong in the upper body, crown of the head reaches long. And then from here, could you take your right knee off the mat, lift the hips slightly, and reach the right toes back onto that foot bar. Good. From here, let's pike. Exhale, hips to the sky, tuck the chin, pull that carriage in. And then slowly lower down to that plank. Exhale, pike it up, and take it down. Option always to bring the feet back down onto the platform. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and hit that plank, pause. Using your shoulders, push the carriage away from you, bring it back. Keep the abs tight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it all in. Knees come gently down. Sink back into a quick child's pose, taking the weight out of your arms. Okay, press back up. We have a second side. So stepping off your reformer for a moment, grab your box. We're gonna bring it to the floor on the opposite side of your machine. Right up against the carriage, front of the box is in line with the front of the carriage. Coming up to standing, grabbing your weights once again, and setting up with your left foot towards the front inside corner of the box, right foot up against the nearest shoulder block. Arms long by your sides, holding those weights. Press the right leg long behind you. Nice and simple to begin. We just lower down into a lunge, keeping the chest tall. Press into that front heel to stand. 7, 6, 5. Last 4. Noticing the stretch in the back hip. Last 2. Lower down on 1. Stay in that lunge. Lift the weights up to your chest, elbows wide, knuckles together. From here, just take your chest, lower it down over the front knee. Exhale, pull the chest up. Lower down and lift. We got 6, 5. Load up that front standing leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the chest. Pull yourself up to standing. Bring those weights down by your side. Let's get right into our second round. So we begin by going down into our lunge, lowering the chest, and pausing here. Pull the elbows up right next to your rib cage, and then extend the arms long behind you, tricep kickback. From here, back knee bends, elbows bend. Everything extends. Bend and extend. Here for 6. Stay low. 5, 4, 3, 2, extend on 1, pause, flip the palms up to the ceiling, little arm pulses up and down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then bring your way up to standing. We are almost done. We have one more lunge movement, and then we'll do our star pose up on the reformer. So, last thing, weights come up to your chest. Elbows wide and knuckles together. Press the right leg long behind you. We are diving down into our lunge, but we'll twist our chest towards the outside standing knee, the left knee. So here we go. Lunge it down. Twist the chest towards that left side, away from the reformer. And pull back up to standing. We have 8 total. Here's 7. 6, go slow. I want to rush, but I'm not gonna. Last 4, keep those weights touching your chest the whole time. Don't let them sink away. 3. Let the eyes follow that rotation as well. 2. On 1, take it down into the lunge, hold the twist. Take the bottom arm, the right arm, reach it down to the floor inside of the left foot. Give me little pulses, down 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull your way up to standing. Awesome. Bring your feet to the box. Shake out the legs. Arms come down by your sides. Let's come up onto the reformers. So, left foot comes onto the platform first. Right foot comes onto the carriage. Take a little external rotation in both feet. Arms are long, palms are open, facing forward. Let the legs slide out into a star. Circle the arms up to the ceiling. Then zip the inner thighs together. Circle the arms back down by your sides. Catch your breath. Feel balanced. And if you want, you can leave the arms out. You can hold them by your sides and just move through the legs. 3-pound weights, they get heavy, that's for sure. Let's do 4 more. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Bring the arms back by the sides, zip the carriage in. Go ahead and step down onto the floor. So bring your right foot down onto the floor first behind you, and then you can carefully step off with your left foot. We are almost done. Put your weights down onto the floor. Take your box, bring it up onto the carriage. Bring your foot bar, bring it back up to its upright position, and we're moving on. One final thing. So change to a red spring.
we are going into some Longbox teasers. Once you have the red spring on, have a seat on your Longbox, facing towards your foot bar. Now, if you want to do teasers today without the straps, definitely do that. We didn't do any teaser preps, so good idea to go without the straps, but today I'm feeling straps, so I'm gonna grab them. We're gonna use the long loops if you're using your straps today, and then scooch down all the way onto your Longbox. Head falls off the back of the box, shoulder blades are still connected to that box, legs extend long over the foot bar. Allow your arms to reach out to a nice wide T, maybe letting the spine arch away from that box a little bit, a full body stretch here. Let's get into our teaser. Extend those legs, point through the toes, and begin to lift through the tops of the thighs. Inhale. On the exhale, start to tuck the chin to the chest, start to scoop the arms forward and up. As you lift the legs, lift the chest, lift the heart, find your teaser position. Lift those legs a little higher, reach the fingertips a little further forward, and then as slow as you can, begin to roll the spine, bone by bone, back down to your box until the legs drape over the foot bar, the head melts back, and the arms open wide. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. On the exhale, we tuck the chin. We start to scoop the arms forward, under and up, lifting the legs, reaching the fingers forward, lifting the heart. Hold. Reach those fingers a little bit further forward, lift the legs a teeny bit higher, and then slowly, bone by bone, articulate down all the way to that box. Head, neck, shoulders melt over the box. We've got one final teaser here. Inhale. On your exhale, we start by tucking the chin. Scoop those arms forward, lift the legs. Pull up through the abs, shine the heart forward, hold. From here, could we just lower the legs a few inches? Exhale, lift. Little lower. Exhale, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly roll down to your box, nice and slow. Take that full body stretch over the back of the box, and then when you're ready, carefully make your way back up to seated. So I'm going to bring my feet to the foot bar and allow myself to roll up the same way I did when I was doing my teaser, pushing my feet into the foot bar and assisting my way back up to a tall seat. Hang up your straps if you are using them. And then from here, we'll do some extension work to finish up today. Flip over onto your stomach, facing towards your foot bar. Hands come nice and wide onto the foot bar. Chest is just off the front edge of the box. Maybe align your armpits with the front corners of the box. Lengthen the legs behind you. Choose to squeeze them together or to separate them to about the width of the box. Gives your lower back a little bit more space. Press your arms out all the way straight. Eyes look down at the floor. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Anchor your hip bones and pubic bone down into that box. And then just bend the elbows back in a couple times like that. Press all the way out. Bend, come all the way in. We're still on that single red spring. Let's do 2 more. Last one, press it out. And on this one, hold that long arm extension. We'll keep the arms long as we move into our swan. Continue lifting through the back body, squeezing the glutes. Start to lift the gaze, lift the chest, shine your heart forward. Roll the shoulders down your back as you pull the carriage in and extend your spine up. And then lower down, finding that long body position. 2 more times. Rolling up to swan as your heart lifts up, your shoulders roll down. Find the extension in the spine. Roll down nice and long. Last time here. Rolling up, find your swan, find your extension. Holding it for 1 extra moment. Pulling the abs up towards the back of the spine, but again, leaving the hip bones anchored. Lowering down. Then bending the elbows, coming all the way in. Once your carriage is closed, go ahead and slide off your box, bringing your feet down onto the floor. Face towards your box, bring one foot or knee up onto the box. Let's take a modified pigeon stretch. So I have my right hip or right knee up on the box. My left leg is kind of reaching behind me. I'm on my tiptoe. In this position, you might feel enough of a stretch. If you want to go deeper, start to roll forward over the front of the box, holding it for a couple of breaths. And remembering that your shin, your front shin, does not need to be parallel with the front of the box. You can definitely pull your heel closer to your opposite hip. Switch when you're ready. So my left hip is up on the box now. Right leg is reaching behind me. I'm up on my tiptoe, and I'm rolling forward over the side of my box. Try to keep both of your hips kind of facing forward at the box instead of rolling over onto your left hip or onto your pigeon stretch hip. Keep it squared off. When you're ready, push your way up to standing. Bring both feet to the floor. Take a little more time to stretch if you have it. And if you got to the end, thank you for watching. I always appreciate it. If you like and you comment and you subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing for me. So thanks again, and I'll see you next time.